It all went down on live television, and the moment has sent ripples through the entertainment world. Common, the renowned rapper, actor, and poet, got down on one knee and proposed to Jennifer Hudson, the powerhouse singer and actress whose voice has captivated millions. The scene was pure spectacle, glittering lights, a hushed audience, and the unmistakable electricity that only a live TV moment can generate. Fans immediately erupted online, sharing their excitement, their congratulations, and, in some cases, their disbelief. But as the world celebrated, one person's reaction became the center of intense speculation: Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish, the comedian and actress known for her quick wit and bold personality, has long been linked to Common in the public eye. Though they officially ended their romantic relationship about 3 years ago, rumors have persisted that Tiffany has never fully moved on. Many fans and observers have accused her of harboring lingering feelings, and her public comments and social media behavior have often been interpreted as subtle digs or outright shade toward Jennifer Hudson, the new woman in Common's life. The situation has become something of a celebrity soap opera, with fans dissecting every word, every glance, and every interaction. Social media was abuzz immediately after the proposal aired. Some fans argued that Tiffany was having difficulty accepting the reality of the situation, suggesting that the comedian might have hoped for a reconciliation that will never happen. Comments ranged from sympathetic, "It's hard to let go of someone you loved," to critical, "It's been 3 years. Move on." The history between Tiffany and Common is essential to understanding the tension. They dated for about a year, from 2020 to 2021, during a period when both were juggling busy careers. Common explained that their breakup stemmed from mutual busyness and the inability to invest the time and energy necessary for a thriving relationship. In his view, the love between them hadn't disappeared, had simply gone unnurtured. Tiffany, however, tells a slightly different story. She maintains that the breakup wasn't mutual and that she felt blindsided by Common's decision. According to her, the relationship had been one of the healthiest and most enjoyable she had ever experienced. "It was the most fun, the safest relationship I've ever had," she said in a candid interview. But Common allegedly told her, "I think this relationship has run its course," leaving Tiffany stunned and questioning the future. She even humorously remarked at the time, "Okay, so you're going to be a 50-year-old single man," highlighting her incredulity at his sudden decision. Tiffany also suggested that Common struggled with commitment. She speculated that he might be the type of person who never fully settles down, likening him to a bee moving from flower to flower. Despite the heartbreak, she expressed only goodwill toward him, wishing him joy and happiness in his life even, as news of his budding romance with Jennifer Hudson began to circulate. When Common and Jennifer's relationship first emerged, it appeared more serious than any he had had before. Fans were initially cautious. Common's reputation as a player in the entertainment industry preceded him, and many wondered whether Jennifer, too, would face heartbreak. Yet, from the very beginning, it seemed the connection between Common and Jennifer was genuine. The pair met while working on the movie Breathe, and sparks reportedly flew almost immediately. Hollywood, however, is never forgiving of privacy. Despite their efforts to keep things under wraps, rumors spread. Inside sources revealed that Jennifer and Common had known each other for years and that their friendship took a romantic turn during filming. The intensity of their chemistry was apparent to anyone observing, though they were careful to maintain a facade of professionalism. Jennifer Hudson, known for her guarded approach to personal relationships, initially denied any romantic involvement with Common. She offered a familiar explanation: they were friends, nothing more. But the narrative didn't hold up under scrutiny. Even after filming ended, the two were spotted on dates, their connection growing stronger with each passing month. Common went so far as to travel to London to support Jennifer at the premiere of her musical, A Strange Loop, signaling to the world that this was serious. Despite attempts at secrecy, their relationship became increasingly visible. Attendees at the London event noted that while they arrived separately to avoid attention, they spent the entire time in each other's company. The chemistry was undeniable, and speculation that they were officially together became widespread. Fans had been following every hint, every interaction, every subtle post on social media. And it was finally confirmed when Common appeared as a guest on Jennifer's show. There, he admitted to being in a committed relationship with her, a moment that delighted fans worldwide. Meanwhile, Tiffany Haddish's reactions became a hot topic of discussion. Many speculated that she was struggling to accept Common and Jennifer's relationship, and the internet was quick to comment. Some fans accused her of continuing to throw shade, referencing past statements in which Tiffany implied regret or jealousy over Common's current happiness. One particularly biting comment suggested, "He never gave me earrings, probably gave them to Jennifer," highlighting the public perception that Tiffany was still invested emotionally in Common. It's clear that this love triangle, though only one side remains active, has captivated audiences. Tiffany's ongoing commentary and social media presence have fueled speculation that she has not entirely moved on. Some fans urged her to focus on her own career and personal growth, noting that she should stop the media trauma and allow Common and Jennifer to live their lives in peace. Others defended Tiffany, suggesting that it's natural for someone to feel conflicted after a significant relationship ends, especially when the former partner moves on publicly. What makes this situation so compelling is the intersection of celebrity, personal history, and human emotion. On one hand, we have Common and Jennifer, whose relationship seems grounded, affectionate, and committed. On the other, Tiffany Haddish, whose personality and past romance with Common add layers of complexity to an already dramatic scenario. Fans are not merely observing a proposal, they are witnessing the unfolding of intertwined histories, the collision of past and present, and the raw vulnerability that comes with love and heartbreak. The narrative here isn't just about romantic tension, it's about timing, it's personal growth, and the challenges of balancing public and private life. Common and Jennifer appear to have navigated these challenges successfully, fostering a relationship that feels authentic despite the scrutiny. Tiffany's reaction, whether rooted in lingering affection or public perception, underscores the emotional stakes involved when past and present collide so publicly. As fans watched Common kneel before Jennifer, offering a ring and a promise of lifelong commitment, they weren't just witnessing a celebrity proposal, they were seeing the resolution of a chapter that had long been fraught with speculation and uncertainty. Tiffany Haddish, for her part, remains a figure in the background, her reactions scrutinized and analyzed. In the court of public opinion, this episode became more than a proposal, it became a reflection of love, loss, and the human heart's unpredictability, amplified by fame and media attention. The drama isn't just about jealousy or past relationships. It's also about understanding human emotions. Fans see themselves in Tiffany's reaction, relating to the complexities of letting go and watching someone move on. Meanwhile, Common and Jennifer's story offers hope that love, when nurtured and genuine, can flourish even after past heartbreak. Ultimately, this live TV proposal set the stage for a larger narrative, one that blends celebrity glamour with deeply human experiences. Tiffany Haddish's reactions, whether consciously or unconsciously, serve as a reminder that even in the world of fame, emotions remain raw, real, and compelling. To understand the drama unfolding around Common and Jennifer Hudson's engagement, one must first revisit the chapter of Common's life that involved Tiffany Haddish. The comedian and actress, known for her bold humor and unapologetic personality, shared a romantic history with the rapper, which, despite ending years ago, continues to color public perception and fan commentary. Tiffany and Common's relationship officially began in 2020 during a period of intense professional activity for both. Common, ever the multifaceted artist, was balancing his music, acting roles, and public appearances, while Tiffany was cementing her status as a top-tier comedian and actress. Their romance, while brief, lasting roughly a year, was intensely scrutinized by the media from the start. According to Common, the relationship ended primarily because both parties were overextended with their careers. In interviews, he described the breakup as a consequence of circumstance rather than lack of affection. He explained that although the love between them remained, the demands of work made it impossible to nurture the relationship properly. "We just weren't able to feed the relationship the way it needed to be fed," he remarked, noting that the timing simply didn't align with their professional commitments. Tiffany Haddish, however, presented a different perspective. She has repeatedly stated that the breakup was not mutual and that Common blindsided her with the decision to end things. In her words, the relationship had been the healthiest, the funnest relationship she had ever experienced. She felt safe and valued in ways that were rare for her in previous romances. The suddenness of the breakup left her reeling, and she even joked, "Okay, so you're going to be a 50-year-old single man." A humorous yet pointed reflection on the abruptness of Common's decision. Underlying Tiffany's frustration was the belief that Common had commitment issues. She suggested that he might never truly settle down with one person, comparing him to a bee moving from flower to flower. This metaphor has been cited frequently by fans and media alike, painting a picture of a man whose romantic tendencies lean toward fleeting connections rather than long-term stability. Tiffany, ever generous in her intentions, expressed only goodwill toward Common despite the heartbreak. She openly wished him happiness, even as news of his subsequent relationship with Jennifer Hudson began to emerge. Fans of both Tiffany and Common quickly noticed the pattern. The comedian's candidness about her feelings, combined with subtle social media commentary, fueled speculation that she hadn't entirely moved on. Many wondered whether Tiffany's ongoing remarks about Common were innocent reflections on past love or thinly veiled attempts to undermine his new relationship. The narrative became increasingly layered, with fans drawing parallels between Tiffany's reactions and classic stories of unrequited love or lingering attachment. It's important to contextualize the nature of Common and Tiffany's relationship. While the world often views celebrity romances as fleeting or superficial, those involved often experience the same emotional highs and lows as anyone else. Their connection was reportedly deep, built on mutual respect, attraction, and shared experiences. Common, known for his poetic sensibilities, and Tiffany, celebrated for her raw honesty and comedic insight, complemented each other in many ways. Yet, as is often the case with high-profile relationships, external pressures, career demands, media scrutiny, and personal expectations added strain that would ultimately contribute to their separation. Tiffany has openly addressed her feelings about the breakup, describing a mix of sadness, disbelief, and acceptance. In interviews, she has reflected on how the relationship allowed her to experience a sense of safety and joy that had been missing in prior romances. "It was where I felt safest out of all the relationships I've ever had," she said, emphasizing that the connection was not only emotional but also deeply supportive. Yet, despite the positive aspects, the breakup remained a source of public and personal tension, especially once Common began dating Jennifer Hudson. The timing of their split also played a significant role in the narrative. As Tiffany grappled with the end of her relationship, Common moved on relatively quickly, embarking on a romance with Jennifer that would eventually culminate in a public proposal. This sequence of events inevitably led to comparisons between the two women, with fans debating who Common truly connected with on a deeper level. Tiffany's candidness about her lingering feelings only amplified the drama, creating a triangle of public speculation that media outlets eagerly dissected. Tiffany's commentary has occasionally been subtle, sometimes humorous, and at other times tinged with jealousy. She has made remarks suggesting that she felt overlooked or unappreciated during her time with Common, often framing these statements in the context of playful banter. For instance, one fan highlighted her comment, "He never gave me earrings, probably." Gave them to Jennifer, illustrating the perception that Tiffany still felt entitled to certain gestures or acknowledgments. While some interpreted this as lighthearted humor, others viewed it as evidence that she had not fully processed the breakup. Fans, naturally, have strong opinions about Tiffany's reactions. Social media has been flooded with messages ranging from support to criticism. Supporters empathize with her, noting that it's human to feel hurt or nostalgic after a significant relationship ends, especially when the former partner moves on publicly. Critics, however, urge her to move forward and focus on her own success. Rather than dwelling on past romantic entanglements, comments such as, "It's been 6 years, girl. Move on and stop disrespecting your sister," reflect the divided sentiment among viewers, highlighting how celebrity relationships often become public property in ways that ordinary relationships rarely do. The dynamic between Tiffany, Common, and Jennifer also touches on deeper societal themes. The scrutiny faced by Tiffany as she reacts to Common's engagement underscores the pressures placed on women in the public eye to regulate their emotions. It also raises questions about privacy, agency, and the impact of media narratives on personal relationships. Tiffany's situation is emblematic of a larger phenomenon in celebrity culture, where private heartbreaks become public entertainment, and personal growth is constantly judged through the lens of fan expectations. Adding further complexity, Tiffany has occasionally framed her reflections on Common in the context of humor and self-awareness. She recognizes that her feelings, while genuine, are part of a broader human experience of love and loss. Yet, the juxtaposition of her candidness with Common's apparent contentment with Jennifer creates tension that continues to intrigue the public. It is this tension between past love, present commitment, and public perception that forms the foundation of the ongoing narrative. Another key element is the perceived emotional contrast between Tiffany and Jennifer. Tiffany, outspoken and charismatic, often wears her emotions openly, while Jennifer is known for her discretion and privacy. This difference in approach has fueled media fascination. As fans try to interpret Tiffany's public expressions of frustration alongside Jennifer's more measured, private reactions, in many ways, the drama is not just about romantic rivalry. It's about differing styles of navigating love, heartbreak, and public attention. Common's perspective also adds nuance to the story. While Tiffany has highlighted his commitment issues, Common has expressed that their breakup was a mutual consequence of circumstance rather than a reflection of diminished feelings. He has described this separation as a pragmatic decision, acknowledging the difficulties of sustaining a relationship amid demanding careers. For him, the end of the relationship does not negate the positive experiences he shared with Tiffany, yet it sets the stage for a new chapter with Jennifer Hudson. Ultimately, the story of Tiffany and Common is a tale of timing, personal growth, and the challenges of maintaining love under pressure. Their past romance, while concluded, continues to resonate in the public imagination, amplified by Tiffany's reflections and the unfolding of Common's life with Jennifer. Fans are captivated not only by the relationships themselves, but also by the interplay of emotions, media narratives, and the human desire for closure and happiness. As this chapter closes, it is clear that Tiffany Haddish remains a significant figure in the story, not merely as a former partner, but as a lens through which audiences explore themes of love, jealousy, and resilience, while Common and Jennifer's relationship takes center stage. Tiffany's reactions remind us that the echoes of past relationships often linger, influencing emotions, public perception, and the complex dance of moving on in the spotlight. Tiffany Haddish was still processing her breakup with Common. A new chapter in the rapper's life quietly began to take shape. This chapter involved none other than Jennifer Hudson, the celebrated singer and Oscar-winning actress known for her powerhouse voice. magnetic stage presence, and private nature when it comes to matters of the heart. Their romance, which would eventually culminate in a public proposal, began under the radar but quickly became the focus of speculation once fans and insiders started noticing their chemistry. Common and Jennifer first crossed paths professionally while working on the movie Breathe, a project that required long hours of collaboration and on-screen intimacy. As often happens in Hollywood, prolonged proximity, shared experiences, and mutual admiration can spark more than just professional respect. According to insiders, the connection between the two was immediate and undeniable. Sparks flew during filming, though both parties were cautious about revealing anything publicly. The pressure of working in a high-profile environment meant that discretion was essential. For Jennifer Hudson, privacy has always been paramount. The singer and actress has long maintained boundaries around her personal life, avoiding the tabloid spectacle that often accompanies celebrity romance. This approach is partly informed by her past experiences, particularly the highly publicized ups and downs of her previous relationship with David Otunga, a former professional wrestler and attorney. Filled with engagement, drama, family tragedy, and public scrutiny, shaped Jennifer's approach to love and trust. She entered her relationship with Common with caution, aware of the intense attention it would inevitably draw. Despite their efforts to remain private, rumors began circulating almost immediately. Hollywood insiders noticed subtle signs: shared meals after long days of filming, lingering glances, and moments of apparent comfort that went beyond professional courtesy. Sources close to the couple revealed that the pair had known each other for years, but during the Philadelphia shoot, their friendship evolved into something more romantic. After each day's filming, they would often find themselves in each other's company, talking late into the night and sharing stories that built both intimacy and trust. Jennifer initially denied the romance, offering the familiar explanation that they were merely friends. She downplayed the significance of their time together, insisting that any media narrative was an exaggeration. "We shot a film together and he played my husband," she said in an interview, brushing off the speculation with a smile. "We got to eat in between those moments, that's it." While her denial was consistent with her private persona, fans and insiders quickly realized that something deeper was unfolding. The subtleties of body language, public sightings, and insider whispers painted a different picture than her official statements suggested. The early days of their relationship were marked by a combination of discretion and careful maneuvering. Jennifer and Common were acutely aware of the intense scrutiny that would follow any public display of affection. Hollywood has a long memory when it comes to celebrity relationships. Both understood that even minor actions could be magnified, misinterpreted, and turned into headlines. This understanding made secrecy a necessity even as their bond strengthened behind closed doors. As the relationship progressed, moments of vulnerability began to emerge, signaling the depth of their connection. Jennifer, who had previously been hesitant about commitment due to her difficult past experiences, started to open up to the idea of love again. Common, with his history of high-profile relationships and reputation for being somewhat of a playboy, showed a side that was protective, attentive, and fully invested. Friends and insiders noticed a marked difference in his approach, noting that he seemed to take this relationship more seriously than any he had pursued before. One of the defining aspects of their early romance was the effort to maintain normalcy in a highly scrutinized environment. The couple avoided social media displays of affection, public outings that could be photographed, and interviews that might reveal too much. Instead, they focused on genuine connection, spending time together in private settings, sharing meals, and supporting each other's professional endeavors.